Okay, so we've embedded the video and now we're going to ask some questions in relation to the video. So I'm going to click on the plus sign, and the first question I'm going to have is going to be a multiple choice. So I'm just going to get that question. Okay, and it's going to be a true false question. All right, so I'll put the question in there. And I want them to answer as either false or true. So in order to get to the next section, they need to answer the question correctly. So again, I'm going to make it a required question. And then it's going to come up as, I'm going to press the three buttons, and the three buttons to the beside required, and I'm going to click go to the next section. So false won't let them, so I'm going to make them stay in this section, which is, I actually renamed it to understanding ecosystems. True would allow them to go to the next section. Okay, so I'm going to just add another section here. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm still going to call it understanding ecosystems, because that's what we're working on right now. And what I'm going to do is just write a little verbiage that just says, that validates that their answer is correct, and goes into a little bit more detail about what an ecosystem is. Okay, I'm just going to put that there. Now, the next question I'm going to ask is actually going to be one that requires them to spell the word correctly. And I'll show you how to do that. So I've clicked again on the plus sign, and I'm going to put the question in. So the question that I have is the three main parts of an ecosystem. Okay. I'm going to put that question in there. And what I'm going to do is have them answer a short answer question. And of course, it's required. And on the three dots here, I want to click response validation because I want them to spell it correctly before they can move on. So I'm just going to click on text here, and then it says where it says contains. So I'm going to put in here consumers. And where it says contains, I want to actually contains. Okay, and then I want them to actually spell consumers, and I'm going to give them some kind of message if they don't spell it correctly, like try again, spell correctly. Okay, and okay. So what I want to actually do, I just want to show you how you can look at what you're doing and what the kids would see at this point. So if you go to the top here and you see the eyeball that says preview, just click on that. And this is what the kids will see. Okay, and I'm going to go down. It asks for my name. I'll put in my name, click next. And then it has this information here, or watch the video. I'm going to click false. When I click false and I click next, it actually just defaults back to the top of the video. I have to click the correct answer to move on. So I click true. I'm going to click next again. And then the next part, it says here, the three main parts of an ecosystem are producers and blank and decomposers. So say I write in consumers, but I spell consumers wrong. And I click submit. It's going to say, hey, try again, spell it correctly. So it's going to ask me to spell it correctly. Okay, and then it'll allow me to submit it. Okay, so I'm just going to exit out of that. I'm not going to save it because I don't need to save it. And then I'm going to go back to my document that I'm still working on here, and say I want them to, at this point, upload the animal KWL they've been working on. I can put that in here. That could be their final answer. I could add another video. It's really up to whatever you want to do. So what I would do really quickly is I would put, please add more to your KWL. Okay, and then here I would go into file upload, and they would have to upload their file, their form that they would find in their Google Drive in order to move on. So I hope this helps, and I hope you get a chance to try an ecosystem, digital like escape room.